Hello.
Here.
We, bizarrely, like a married couple, we are currently waiting on a plumber.
We're waiting for a plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking. Of course, I've been given a fucking 11 o'clock to 2. Yeah, a 3-hour window, which isn't acceptable. They reckon people do nothing all day. I actually do nothing all day, and I'm still being like, come on.
Yeah. I reckon, see the amount of plumbers that just don't bother turning up as well.
Aye.
Like, we've had a leaky sink for ages, and two guys that and I get that's not like a big job, and it will probably not be, but it's still money, and I don't imagine for them it's a very time-consuming job.
Yeah, you think it'd be easy money.
But two guys just went, nah, I'm not interested.
I can't get over that shit.
What the fuck do you want? Do you want me to like flood my house before you're going to be interested in anything to do with me?
That's like I tried to get a fridge once replaced, and they just walked in and they saw the staircase. They're like, "Oh, not bringing it up that." And I'm like, "Well, I can't. There's 3 of you." And he's like, "Nah, I might do it back." So I was like, "Well, I thought that's why there's 3 of you."
Yeah.
Like, why is there 3 of you then?
Yeah.
I was like, it's just to get it out of the van and leave it on the side of the fucking street.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And I'm like, well, that's going to be fucking good for me. Well, then take it back, because I get like take it all back then.
And that's always going to be like, I imagine if they're that way inclined with not fancying taking stuff up, that's going to be most properties.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's nobody gets flat pack fridges.
Yeah,
you can't construct your own fridge up the stairs.
It was one of those standard fucking Edinburgh kind of, like the house with the staircase at the middle. It was actually quite a wide one though as well. It wasn't even like a thing, but I was just like, so that's every single house.
How many floors were you up?
3.
3, yeah, I see that.
Like second, it would be up 2, but
I'd tell you fuck off as well.
I'm just like, my point was, I don't think they were allowed to
just leave it.
No, I didn't think they were allowed to say no.
Oh, aye.
I'd just be like,
I think
we're not, that's looking rough. And I go, I know, where you go.
The contract probably is just to take it to the door.
The contract's not. The contract's to bring it in and install it.
But, well, if they had to install it then.
But what he just looked at it, didn't fancy it, and said, nah, I couldn't be. He goes, that'll be a risk to me and my lads, and I'll just leave it here and walk off.
Right.
And I was like, no, you don't, because I don't want to pay for this otherwise, because it's completely pointless not having a...
And then what did they say?
I sent it back with him. So put it back in your van.
And then what did the company say?
No, I just got asked for a refund. I says, there's not much I can do with a fridge lying on the side of the road. I just got the money. I got the money back and then bought a fridge somewhere else.
The time you fancy a drink in the middle of the night,
yeah.
Outside here, the street fridge.
Down to the street fridge, yeah. It's lying literally at the side beside the bins.
People coming over for a party. Where can I chill this wine? Street. You'll see it. It's beside the alley hot tub.
I bought a fucking... I stole a fridge from... when I was in college, I stole a fridge from... I think I tell you about this. I stole a Lucozade fridge from a...
Oh, like a wee fridge?
Like, no, like the full massive one that fits in the whole side of... Like, could hold like 300 bottles in a Centra, like in a shop.
And how did you steal that?
It was obviously been... The whole place was getting refurbished in college. You know, like, it's like the college campus shop. Mm-hmm. So we took it out going like, this is going to be hilarious. And we kind of like... We plugged it into the house, like, and it just lit the whole house up. This Lucozade fridge, but it just blew out every single.
I'm not wondering on how you stole it, like with it being not in use anymore. How did you physically move this fridge?
I was like 3 or 4 of us. I was coming back from a night out.
You didn't tell me you had a crew.
Aye, we came back from a night out, saw the fridge. This is,
that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Still, that's pretty fucking heavy.
It is.
Heavy
but
going, 3 or 4 of you.
In fairness, I think it would have only been about 200 yards from the house to the thing, so it not the worst.
No,
but it did blow. I just eventually the electricity. We were doing them meter things.
Aye.
We lasted 1 day, and we pretty much sapped the entire energy out of the room, and then also the thing exploded. The whole fuse box. So
but
you leave it outside our house, and people were like, "Why is the Lucozade fridge?"
One of my wife's relatives had a hot tub in their back garden, and those things are expensive as fuck to run. And he had hooked it up to a street lamp, in the street, just running it off the
Great.
the grid.
I love that. I know people have done that too.
I'd love to be able to know how to do it.
Yeah. I know someone specifically that has done that
Is it
before.
Eugene?
Is somebody that whose house we might be in. That was years ago, though. He doesn't have a hot tub in this one.
Well. He managed to get it hooked up to the main.
No, some dude came in and was like, "I can do that. I'll sort that for you."
Some dudes, eh? Well,
Some guys walk around house to house in all fancy neighborhoods, everywhere, and just like you're literally you've got nothing but shit in your house. Nobody's going to be missing a couple thousand watts. I'll hook it into the street lamps.
that's fucking awesome. So, wow.
I've just gotten sloshed done for.
Listen, if Russell Brand is listening to this podcast and you want to get him back for those horrendous lies he told about you on that Dispatches program. Russell Brand approaching the police, shopping sloths for electricity theft.
That's so funny.
Oh,
I actually don't even know if he actually did it, but the guy came to the door to offer it. So that's what I'm saying. They go door to door, going like, I can siphon all that shit.
I'll also say, if there are any guys that can do this, fancy coming round my house, please message me, because I'll absolutely. I've got no scruples whatsoever.
You're
of
doing
stealing stuff.
You're stealing the entire house, though.
Yeah,
which won't be hidden at all, or like no electricity's coming
I'll
from
buy
this
new
house.
Shit, everything. I'll fucking.
They're
I'll run my own wind turbine.
That's so funny if they do like an investigation. There's no fucking number 49 or whatever. Oh, is it 49?
49.
I shouldn't have said that.
No,
I
you
just
shouldn't have,
I
no.
just went. I just kind of randomly did a number.
No, it's not. It's 50.
But I just
59.
I randomly went with a number, and then I went, I actually think that was the exact number.
I think there are other number 49s in Glasgow.
Yeah,
Luckily.
number 49 Glasgow. Oh no. But it would be great if the electricity company were like, there's no electricity going into number 49,
Yeah.
right? So then they went to look at your house, and you're one of those fuckers that has like house dripping in Christmas stuff.
It looks like the Griswold's house from National Lampoons all year round. I just changed the theme.
Just fucking
Is that an Easter display? What the fuck?
an electric scarecrow. It's so funny. Lights off Roman candles every 14 minutes.
House is lit up like fucking Edinburgh Castle every night.
It's so funny.
There was a thing I wanted to ask you, because we talk about football quite a lot in this. There's a football page I follow called 90s Football. Of course I do. They put out an England all-time 11.
Right.
I'm going to go... First of all, I'm going to go position by position and see if you agree and whether you'd replace them or not. Right. First of all, they've gone 4-3-3, which I don't like. I think
4-4-2. You
I
can.
think if you're doing an all-time, you have to do 4-4-2 because it covers all.
Nobody
positions.
did 4-4-3 in those times.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, you should still be just doing it 4-4-2. Anyway.
So keeper, Gordon Banks.
Yeah.
Agree?
Aye.
I
don't know.
Shelton's probably the only other one that can maybe.
David Seaman. But I doubt it. Yeah.
Left back, Andy Cole.
Yeah, he's going to win it.
I would say that. Two centre backs, Bobby Moore
Yeah.
and Rio Ferdinand.
Nah, it's a fucking
There's where I immediately went. No.
Rio Ferdinand. No. Even John Terry was better.
See, I think John Terry would probably, but I couldn't bring myself to put John Terry in any team. So that's why I picked Terry Butcher.
Terry Butcher, yeah. Rio Ferdinand, no.
Right back, Gary Neville.
Not a fuck. All right, is this a situation where I can't think of any other good right backs they've ever
I can't
had?
think of any.
So that's probably why that's in, rather than he's that good. It's like, I'm going to think of it as what, Micah Richards?
Yeah.
No.
Three midfielders, Bobby Charlton,
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard, David Beckham.
I agree.
I took Gerrard out for Scholes.
I wouldn't.
Nah, you hate Scholes, so.
I don't hate Scholes.
You
I don't
rate-
actually
you
hate
don't
Scholes.
rate
I was
Scholes.
about to say I do. I do rate Scholes. I just think when people talk about Scholes, they pretend that he was Zidane
Yeah.
because Zidane said he was really good.
He was good, though.
He was fucking unbelievable.
fucking
But
great.
when people go like, "Oh,
Aye. I think he's better than Gerrard, though.
nah,"
And Beckham, I was like, but Beckham for his free kick.
I don't think you can argue with Beckham, like, but I get it. I do get it. Like, there's better straight up footballers. Like,
Aye.
yeah,
And then up front, Rooney,
yeah,
Kane,
no,
and Shearer.
yes,
I took Kane out and put Gascoigne in. So I made it a 4-4-2.
I was going to go Lineker.
Ooh.
I would have went Lineker. But Gaza, yeah, I suppose it'd be weird not having...
I think it's ridiculous that Gaza's not
Yeah,
in this.
it would be a bit ridiculous. It feels ridiculous now not having Gaza in it, though.
Aye.
So, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But fucking Kane.
Aye.
Kane and Ferdinand.
How many Kane goals are penalties?
Yeah.
How many do you
Oh,
reckon?
he absolutely ripped those 4 against Tunisia. Fuck off.
That's a very good point, actually.
The only fucking thing he's famous for is fucking ballooning it into next year in the fucking penalty.
That is fair.
For England.
Fair. A lot of his goals have come against utter shite.
Yeah, no. Panama. Wrecked it against Panama. Get him in that all time. Fuck off.
I'm just while we're getting angry about the English football team, I'm just gonna read you out again their fucking World Cup qualifying group.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Is insane.
The Vatican City.
I mean, for fuck's sake,
Solihull Motors.
it gets worse. Albania, Serbia, Latvia, and Andorra. I mean, for the love of fucking Christ.
They have this really funny thing too. This sounds like it's bitterness, right? But not only do they have they also have a real knack of getting teams. They're one team that is somewhat usually decent.
Group B team
at their worst time.
Yeah,
like Serbia's done now.
Of course, the dog shit. Yeah,
It's like Mitrovic is basically retired. Yeah. Vlahovic has went down the arse thing. Tadic is gone, right? Yeah. So they always. It's like remember when they got Croatia the last time. They're like, well, we sure fucking Croatia won the. And I'm like, none of their players play anymore. They're dead. They're all 49.
I know. It's a fucking farce.
I reckon all of them. All of their, I'd say Yorkshire has a bigger population than all those populations put together. Outside of Serbia, maybe.
I'm fairly certain Albania has a bigger population than
There's
Yorkshire.
Nobody in Albania. Guess
Is Albania not massive?
I feel like it might be.
Aye.
I'm going to guess 22 million people.
Right.
I'm going to guess.
Population of Albania.
It's going to be 4 now. I'm going to look like an idiot. Maybe it's just mass.
What did you say?
22 million.
Fucking idiot. 2.7.
Ah, it's fucking smaller than Ireland. What are you talking?
That's it.
Hey. Fuck.
Wait a minute. I think it's smaller than Scotland as well. What are we, 5.5?
I thought Albania was fucking huge. I'm pretty good at geography. What the fuck?
2.7.
What's the landmass? Is it like a fucking... That's bizarre.
Right, go for Latvia population.
That's about... I would say 3.
1.8.
That's less.
These are fucking tiny. Right, Andorra's going to be under
300,000.
This is fucking ridiculous. 80,000 people.
80,000.
Right, so far
You've a 1 in 10 chance of starting for the team.
There's three of their group combined have a less population than Scotland. This is a fucking joke. I
actually thought Albania was pretty massive. That's hilarious. Serbia must be bigger.
6.6.
7. Yeah, I was about to go. So they
less than 10 million population
of all the group combined.
What?
That's so fucking funny. So that's all less than London.
I'm just exactly what I'm doing. Population of London.
It's 22 million, the Greater London area, isn't it?
8.9 million.
22 million. I think I was thinking.
You just go 22 million for anything.
I think I was thinking of Tokyo, New Delhi. I just said 22 again. Population of Texas, 22 million.
Do you know a cool thing I saw the other day?
Oh, your children.
Yeah, like we've got 2. An American warplane flew over my house to refuel at Glasgow.
Oh God!
Before it went to fucking flatten Iran. It's massive.
Yeah.
Because we used to get the massive Airbus that went to Dubai.
Yeah.
Right, the big, huge fucking Emirates one.
Yeah.
And it was when it first started flying over. It was just before COVID, I think. And it was cool seeing that because it's huge. It's like seeing the fucking ships in Independence Day. And then I was putting some stuff out.
Ships in Independence Day.
I was putting some stuff out to the bin about 9 o'clock on Sunday night, and I heard this fucking roar coming out. And it was like the reason I thought it was like Independence Day because it was cloudy. And I was like, what the fuck? That's no that Airbus. What the hell's this thing coming? And then it appeared out of the mist, this grey fucking almost stealth bomber thing. Massive fucking thing. And I didn't think anymore.
I don't think it's a stealth bomber if you saw it putting out your bins.
No, that's true. Aye.
No.
They turned the stealth capacity off at that point. And I didn't think anything of it. I was like, that's just a really cool plane. And then the next day I saw hundreds of people online going, they have made Glasgow a target by refueling here. Like, fuck off.
No.
I'm glad.
It's
I got to see a cool plane.
They refuel in Ireland.
Oh, well, we all know that.
They keep fucking like, and they do like the neutral thing, Ireland. I'm like, but you are letting them refuel in Shannon Airport.
Yeah, I know. But then the Nazis also refueled in Ireland.
Yeah, we let them refuel there as well. Yeah.
I heard that Ireland provided most of the gas for the camp.
Why would we pump gas?
No, I didn't. I heard every engineer that hooked up the gas in the showers of most of the camps were Irish.
Oh, I poured cash.
Yeah. Cash and hand job as well.
Cash in hand.
Wasn't even in marks. They gave it an Irish punt. The punt.
The punt.
Was it the punt?
It was punt.
No, you pronounce it punt.
No, he didn't pronounce it punt.
You did? Oh no! How much in punt?
I lost my shekels. Fuck off.
Oh,
big stag.
Do you know how last week we talked about hate watches because you found that Amelia Chicken woman? Right?
The Amelia Chicken woman.
I've got a new hate watch.
I've got a good thing for you too, but couldn't hit.
I don't know, and it's I've now succumbed to the cruelty of the algorithm because I keep hate watching these fucking things. It just keeps sending them.
Yeah.
I cannot stand podcasts of a married couple.
I
fucking hate them.
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh,
yeah.
And I don't even mind. Like Peter Crouch, I don't mind. Seems like a nice guy. Oh, the fucking clip. The wee guy for the In-Betweeners. They come up all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know where you've got to in your marriage. Like, if I genuinely suggested to Amy that we started a podcast where we discuss married life, she would either just turn around and tell me to fuck off, or she would leave me because it is a bizarre fucking thing to talk about your marriage.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Is the
mental.
word? It's weird.
Fucking mental.
Yeah, it's not entertaining either. I don't know if it's like a. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's a very short period of your life that you'd be interested in that. Yeah. I think you need to be married within 4 years.
Yeah.
And maybe your first child to even have a remote care about this.
Yeah.
Because like afterwards, you're back to reality. Like fuck all this.
Yeah.
Because because Daniel here now is with the 2 kids. I can see him picking up stuff like golf. Like we are too, but he started picking up golf or like chatting about this or listening to things involving children. I'm like, it's over.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true. Aye.
So I think that's what it is. Like, but I think it's pathetic.
What happens? Because I remember there was a couple on like mostly it was through Facebook videos, and they used to do. He did pranks on her quite a lot.
Okay.
Right, and you could tell she was fucking dead behind the eyes, like absolutely, like playing it up for the camera because they had millions of views, millions, and then they had a wee girl. And but it used to be him playing pranks on her a lot.
Yeah.
And then it got interesting, right? Because these used to pop up all the time, and I was like, I fucking hate these people, right? And then it piqued my interest because they split up, right? They got married, right? So the whole wedding was all across the thing, like in marriage and everything. And then it was about 4 weeks afterwards or something, they split up, right? Perfect. And she never appeared. She put like one status up going, thanks for everyone for the support, all this kind of shit. She never appeared again.
Great.
He then monetized the whole breakup and suddenly became this fucking massive depresso that was like out running every day and like, but openly filming himself crying in his bedroom and all this kind of shit, right? And you're just sad. Like that. I fucking hate you. Like, I absolutely hate you. And it was a weird thing because like, their entire relationship had been put online, and now that it had ended, And I don't think there is any, and a lot of comments like this, I don't think there is any chance she wasn't pumping someone else.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
I reckon she's just going, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I think she was doing an Andy Dufresne and saving up. Like, you know, like
chiseling a hole in the bedroom.
Biding her time and going, I've got a set number that I want to make off YouTube and Facebook. Once I hit that number, me and the guy that lives 2 doors down that I've been being taken up the arse by. Well, you've been editing your stupid wee prank cunt videos, right?
It's not the guy that's the kind of fair hair color yours.
He's quite a fat guy.
Nah, not him.
No.
Continue on.
No, but I loved it when they... I don't know what he's doing now. Killed himself.
That'd be so funny. Monetized, dangling off the ceiling. Live stream.
I've got another one as well. Sorry, just before.
Yeah.
What were you going to say to me?
You remember your chiropractor videos?
Yeah.
I've moved on. Mm-hmm. Did you see the guy chiropractor's dogs and cats?
Oh, I've seen some of them. The dogs always look shocked.
The dogs are. No, I think it's a pile of shit. Like, obviously, most comments are like vets going, none of these people need their bones cracked. Usually there's like dogs, but this guy keeps going like, good. That's like used to, isn't it? This guy I see, he cracks the dog's back or something. The dog goes to bite him, but then goes, and then he goes, good.
I've not seen the guy that I reckon's shagging every one of the patients for a while, actually. I hope he's been arrested, actually. Inappropriate.
All chiropractors have been... I just remember, that's right, yeah. I forgot about that.
My other hatred one now is I hate people that do day one of me doing this bizarre fucking thing. Right?
Oh, God.
There's a couple. Day one of me kicking a rock down the street until it turns into a perfect circle.
Yeah,
and I'm like... Why?
Kick a rock down the street.
There was one cunt the other day going, day one of me putting 3 random food things into a bucket until I make life, right? And it's just this guy adding bananas and milk to this fucking bucket he keeps in his house, and it just getting rancid. And the cunt's got like 3 million followers. Folk going, tomorrow put some strawberries. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
That's fucking stupid. People doing anything for. I hate people that. Oh, we talked about that last time. People doing try-on things that aren't fashion models.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, my first date. Oh, you know, and you're like, oh, here's my fit for transmit.
Yeah.
Like, fucking go away.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, what could I make them a really disgusting one?
Okay, right. Yeah.
So day one of me taking a shit taking a shit, back heeling it over my head and into a basketball hoop.
This would be so bad.
Seeing if I can do it from the halfway line of a basketball court. So I've got to shit down my leg, catch it on the heel, over my head, into the hoop.
You'd be like, wet one today, lads. We have to try again tomorrow. Spattered yourself.
Join me next day for my journey.
It'd be awful if you nailed that day one.
Cunts would watch.
You're right, they would. People watch anything. Comedians as well will do anything bar tell a joke. They'll go out of their way to do absolutely anything. Yeah. Tom Houghton's dad. Tom Houghton's dad, fresh off of bombing Iran. Fresh off of, he was like, better interview you.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. What are your thoughts on the war that you've been partially funded to take part of?
It's like those ones where they go, for every follower I'll get. Remember that guy that was betting?
I kind of liked him.
$1,000 for every follower he got.
Yeah.
Tom's dad could do that. For every follower I'll murder an Afghani farmer.
The fucking bomb went. Oh, Iran got flattened. You were watching the bomber go.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really.
Well,
you just told me.
I didn't get flattened. Trump has got a ceasefire.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Listen, you can't argue with a man's results.
I mean, I
didn't do it. I did it.
I just think it's really funny that. I did laugh my head off. I was like, oh, this is back on his prime. Funny Trump was when he did. when he said, "Now is the time for peace," after dropping 3 bombs on nuclear plants. It's quite funny. Fun the whole genocide.
Oh,
Now's
yeah.
the time for peace.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, what a funny thing to
Whoa,
say.
yeah.
Everybody calm down.
Yeah.
The peacemakers here. 3 mushroom clouds going up.
I ran. They should have run. I ran. I told them, you better run.
Do you ever see his tweets too, giving out about Obama?
No.
It's just like 15 tweets over like a period of 10 years going, next thing this guy's going to bomb Iran because he thinks it will be the wise thing to do. And then he'll be like, he just wants to get elected again, so he'll pretend that it's just like, it's just a pure, it's like a confession tip.
Fucking love the guy.
I don't, but
I don't love how funny he is.
yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I did laugh. I went, damn it. I laughed so much when now's the time for peace. It's like the one person at that moment that couldn't say that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny.
What I like about the bombing of Iran is even like you could genuinely see him bombing someone. It's like the Greenland thing, like try and take Greenland, right? I genuinely think most of his decisions are someone will say something meant like go, you know what you should do? Name it the Gulf of America. Say you're going to name it the Gulf of America. He's like, no, that's ridiculous. And then they go, gay if you don't. Gay if you, I reckon that's how he gets talked into everything. He's gay if you don't.
Gay if you don't.
Bomb Iran. No, that would be terrible. It would destabilise everything in the Middle East. Gay if you don't.
Oh, there's one thing I am not. I swear to God, I am not gay. Yeah.
Bomb Iran. No.
You don't see much from Melania. Is that the wife?
Melania, yeah.
Or is that Ivanka?
No, Ivanka's the daughter.
Melania.
No, wait a minute. Is Ivanka the first wife?
I don't really know. Which one's the wife now where you don't
Melania,
see her? She looks
the
dead
bizarre
behind.
looking one, yeah.
There's a dead behind the eyes we're talking about as well.
Yeah.
She never really turns up
She
much.
dresses like the Undertaker sometimes.
She
She always
does.
looks like she's about to perform in a casket match.
Nah, an intergalactic Undertaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Right.
We may as well get on to this fucking. I mean.
Right. I
Right.
love the first half of this film.
Yeah.
I hate the second half of this film.
This week's Wanted.
Wanted.
Yes. This week's Wanted. There's a couple of Empire give it 4 stars apparently. Don't wait.
Listen, it's entertaining as
I
all
don't.
get out.
It's going to be hard to do this one for one fact, right? Because you want to laugh at how stupid everything is, but
It's also cool.
they did not do anything to suggest otherwise that this
No.
was not going to be stupid.
No.
Because the first scene immediately was so ridiculous. You went, okay, we have to suspend everything here, which was good.
Yeah.
I found it very entertaining.
So it's based on a comic, a run of comic novels by Mark Miller.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Who I know.
Yeah.
And I've
Mac
never
Miller,
read
I knew.
I've never read the comics. Later on, it's nothing like the comics. Basically, the comics are basically a world where supervillains have all realised, because it's a proper like superhero comic. So the superheroes and supervillains exist in the world. The supervillains have realised the only way they're going to get rid of the superheroes is if they all band together. So it's largely about a team of supervillains.
Okay, right.
So they all have superpowers. There's nothing in this film. They certainly never reference the fact that they're supervillains.
No.
And they never reference the fact that people have superhuman powers.
Yeah.
What they can do is, for some reason, make their heart beat 10 times faster than anyone else, and that gives them...
Yeah, they certainly...
I don't know if it's like a ridiculous amount of adrenaline that they're then able to perform superhuman stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when I have to, like, it made me think, like, oh, maybe I should be able to, when I'm having I should just go off my meds, and I'm like, am I doing this all wrong? Because
Yeah.
usually I'm just sitting there twitching like a spaz and have to watch a
Yeah.
movie to calm down.
Yeah,
But apparently I could be out there
Yeah, your panic attacks could be...
whipping bullets around the fucking place.
Yeah. I mean, you can make it, because I think it's like McAvoy's heart can go 400 beats a minute.
Yeah, I feel like
and you can do that. Cocaine.
Yeah, that's so funny. Cocaine, fucking cocaine assassin. This is David Beckham's favorite movie.
How do you know that?
It's just for Cullen.
Fuck's sake. Brilliant.
Stupid cunt. Well, messaged him. I'll give him a wee fucking message. Yeah, right. Here's one before I start off. This is like I either fucking hate. I kind of like James McAvoy is good.
I like McAvoy.
I think he's good. I think he's really good in some things, and in other things, I hate him in this. I hate this era of him. I liked him in this, but like when he was like, I think he's better now that he's older. But when he plays someone bald and annoying, like Glass or Atomic Blonde, or
the X-Men.
The X-Men.
So you only like bald McAvoy?
I like bald McAvoy, harder McAvoy, not wet blanket McAvoy.
No, but he has to be wet blanket McAvoy in this. He's ripped.
Yeah,
like you have to give him it when he does take his shirt off. You're like, fucking hell, McAvoy.
There is a couple of things in this where they're like, because his girlfriend's actually good looking.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah,
and he's sitting there the thing in the gym, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
They went out of their way to paint a complete like the Chris Pratt stuff.
I don't think he's actually. I'd find him annoying if I was going out with him.
Yeah,
I
would too.
He doesn't really seem to give a fuck about it. And also, when they talk about, he is like they talk about his boss being a proper bitch to him, and you go, well, to be fair, she has been asking for this report for over 2 weeks now. Like, what the fuck have you been doing?
And even in the first,
seem to stay in the office later than everyone else. How haven't you been able to do this fucking report?
Also, the part where he first starts having like a panic attack, she starts going like poking him and all it looks like he's about to shit himself. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like he's having a panic attack. He just starts going like,
yeah. Do you know what I noticed about him as well through both those scenes where he's having a panic attack and the scenes where he's really concentrating to try and get his heart rate up and control it and bend time, basically? McAvoy has 2 massive veins in his forehead. Veins like I've never seen. He's got like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage veins in his forehead. They're fucking huge.
Big fuckers.
Huge.
Pretty sure they might have come out and split.
Yeah, they will have, yeah, but he's like, was he the Beast or some shit like
funny.
that? Yeah.
Such a stupid
He starts galloping along the fucking road.
That's a film we can do.
I don't like the start. I do like the first scene is cool, right? I mean, I don't like the start of 1,000 years ago.
Right, so we'll start with that. Right, the stupidest fucking start. That 1,000 years ago, and they're called the fraternity.
Yeah, yeah. And
was a fraternity really a word even 1,000 years ago?
Probably not.
All the sorority girls were a bunch of assassins. Yeah,
and also
frat boys.
How do a group of weavers become assassins? Where do they gain these skills from?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not like the fucking carpet makers suddenly become the most deadly ninjas in the world. You're like,
I did it started
talking weavers. Why? Weavers.
And what a difficult way to send messages, through the fabrics of.
I'll get to there later on. Like that's when the film turns to shit.
Yeah, we'll get to that
particular scene.
Yeah.
That's when I say, first half great, entertaining. Second half utter dog shit.
First half, like any good it's kind of like a superhero film, and it's follows the same type of thing. Guy is a normal guy, all of a sudden gets into a new world, everything's thing, one person does something cool, you get the fun part where he's like, what the fuck, the whole way through it, and then as soon as he gets kind of like, he can do it, you're just like,
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore.
The opening, the scene where there's like the assassin that you think is his dad, that Scottish guy that's in Hunters of Shit.
Yeah, he's good. I like him. He's just good at being an ugly, hard looking cunt.
He's got a cool voice as well.
The Departed.
Yeah. That's very cool when he jumps out the window and all the glass comes with him. That's cool as fuck.
I reckon I could do it.
And then lands in the other.
I reckon I wouldn't get through the window. I'd just hit the window, drop, and they crumble, and then they just shoot me while I was sitting there going, take an asthma attack halfway up the hall.
I noticed that they made because he goes there to find out where this bullet's, because that's obviously a rogue assassin, and they were like, where's this bullet been made? Do you notice the receptionist was Indian, and then there was all the other assassins on the other side? And because she's got the wee bendy spot thing.
Oh, aye.
So that's the perfect cover for, because you can't see them. Like if they just line up their laser sights with that, they go, well, it's been there all the time.
Would it hit it and then just go like fucking Vision? And the Avengers. You could shoot that and hit everybody in the room.
He gets killed by a guy that's about 90 miles away.
Aye, like
with a massive gun.
So fucking funny.
It looks like 9 guns stitched together.
Impossible shot in the fact that and why did he have to be on that spot?
I don't know.
It didn't make sense. There was
no
like an
idea.
X. If you don't know, he jumps out of the building.
Yeah.
Makes it to the next building
Yeah.
while shooting people in the head across.
Yeah.
Lands, answers the phone, and then he's
Yeah.
basically double crossed, and he's standing on a spot. I mean, he
Yeah.
could have just been slightly to the right
Yeah.
on
I
said
get
rooftop,
that still.
and then but this guy has hit him from 4.5 miles
Aye.
away through. Like he's shooting through in between.
Windows and
Yeah, in between like a train going by,
Yeah.
like where the carriage. I'm like, well, you could.
Yeah.
This is.
yeah, it seems very convoluted.
It does. Yeah.
And they also use that. They use that shot way too often of the bullet coming like
Through the
a
head.
face on, and you see the bullet coming through the head in slow motion. They use it like one time. I would have been like, "Ah, fine, that's cool."
Yeah.
They use it way too fucking often.
Yeah.
They use it right at the end. Well, I mean, I suppose it's a mirror of the exact scene again. But
Yeah. I thought Morgan Freeman was dog shit in it.
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking nonsense.
He swears though.
It
That's
looks
a
like
good
he
bit.
looked like he didn't give a fuck about the film.
No, he doesn't.
You
He
could
was filming
tell.
Dark Knight at the same time, and next door, in the studio next door. It was filmed in Chicago, and so was the
my
Dark
God.
Knight, and he was filming that at the exact same time.
Well, I can see then why he
So
had his priorities.
You
and so-
know what basket he was putting all his eggs in with that, like.
yeah, he didn't look like he was.
Kill this motherfucker!
Yeah, I don't know again. It's entertaining. The dude comes out. It doesn't make it. This film actually is none but plot holes. I mean, the fella is quite clearly trying to kill him.
This is what I think.
The
There must have been an easier way to let him know I'm your dad.
literally trying to find him and
Yeah.
firing bullets at him at all times.
Yeah, because even a stray bullet would kill him. So there must be an easy way. And also, so the dad's basically been living across the street
Watching him
for years, watching him, but also watching Chris Pratt pump his girlfriend, and he never thought to give him a heads up. Like he's just been sitting there every night watching Chris Pratt, who gets incredibly sweaty when he's shagging. And why when him and the girlfriend are shagging, are they always both fully dressed
on the exact
and on the kitchen counter? Like they never deviate their sex at all.
missionary on that counter, same bra,
Yeah, exactly.
same bra. Okay,
When
fuck
you
it.
dare take your tie off.
Yeah. And then and that's right. He's fucking. The dad's watching it after all this time. That's so funny. Think of dad with a sniper.
I'm watching it through his massive gun.
Jesus Christ. Jizzing all over the cartridge. That's so fucked.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, and then he's just clearly trying to kill him, his dad. His name's Cross, isn't it too? Which
Cross,
is funny. It's
yeah.
the second movie with a guy's called Cross in it.
Who's the other one?
We had Noah Cross
So we did last week.
from fucking thing. Yeah,
Fuck,
two crosses.
Yeah. What's the deal with Chris Pratt? Is Chris, because I know
a
Chris Pratt,
fucking
is he
prick.
proper religious or is he
Yeah, he's like a Republican and mad religious. Yeah.
right? But he's married to a Schwarzenegger. Am I right?
Yeah, he's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, he was married to.
Come on, Chris.
He was married to someone.
Do me on the kitchen counter. Don't take your tie off. Do me.
No wonder.
Do me.
No wonder he's fucking sweating.
Why are you sweating so much?
Trying to make Arnold Schwarzenegger come. He used to go out with Anna Faris, wasn't it?
Chris, get to the chopper.
I think he used to go out with Anna Faris. Isn't that what it was?
Yes. I can't stop laughing. Chris Pratt, Jackie Schwarzenegger. Come on, Chris. Who's your daddy? What does he do? Schwarzenegger.
It's not
We're
a
going to play a game.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's my G-spot. Push it, Chris. Tickle my
I
G-spot.
can only imagine the load Schwarzenegger has.
Stick around, Chris.
Stick around, Chris. I'll be back. So fucking. Chris Pratt's wee arse going.
What's wrong, Chris? CIA got you pushing with pencils. Up my ass.
It would actually make sense. It would be the only thing to me that actually does make sense when Chris Pratt is in Hollywood.
Because he's shagging Schwarzenegger.
Because he's shagging Schwarzenegger. It's fucking, like, I really hate Chris Pratt. I think he's universally fucked on. Hated. Yeah.
I promise you, Chris. Tongue punch my box. You will be Star-Lord. Parks and Recreation no more.
That's why he's Republican. No, was Schwarzenegger a Democrat?
Was he?
I think he was Republican.
Democratic
I don't know.
governor? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
He's a fuck. He's a fuck. He's get hammered. Yeah, so Chris Pratt. So that's why Chris Pratt's in Hollywood. He's been shagging Arnie. Yeah. He got his big part as loser in Wanted. You know, part when he comes back at the end, like, oh, he's the man. I was like, fucking.
That is, I quite like that bit where he slaps him with the
keyboard. That was good.
And the letters come out and it says "fuck you." I do like that.
Yeah, yeah. Unrealistic, in my opinion.
Just looking at Schwarzenegger quote.
Oh no!
If it bleeds, we can fuck it. Come on, Chris. Shag my bleeding anus.
Oh, by the way, in this fantasy we've got here, is he still watching this through the thing? So he's shagging his girlfriend and also Arnie in the apartment, looking through the gun. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Oh, fuck's sake.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's 32 greatest catchphrase.
So, it's supposed to be the only guy in the world that has 32.
Oh.
Remember I said I would kill you last? You would come last, Chris? I lied.
Oh, none of these really work. Oh, that's a shame.
That's so
there's
fun.
a remember I said I promised to kill you last.
I lied.
It's one of his Batman and Robin quotes.
Always winterize your pipes.
The fuck does that mean?
Freeze. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey. You fucking.
Hey, Chris, let off some steam. Let off some cheese in my ass.
There was no fucking what you call, there was no steam anyway. He was just sweating buckets.
Oh God, funny. The Angelina, I text you to say it's insane how hot Angelina Jolie is.
This was in her.
This is her heyday.
This was her heyday.
Yeah,
Not quite Gone in 60 Seconds. That's
Julie.
my favorite.
I think
back when she was her big cultural appropriation moment with her white dreadlocks.
yeah. I think my favourite Jolie is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Angelina Jolie.
Okay, right, yeah.
But I think this would have been about the
Man's
same time.
changeling.
I think
Maleficent.
she does fuck all in this.
Yeah, she's
Just
like
there to look hot.
yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. And then she kind of like she's doing the training thing, and I mean, if anything, it doesn't really make sense because right, they try to put it right. If the plot is basically like she's leading him on, blah blah blah, because she wants him to kill his own dad because they can't kill his dad. His dad's like the best or whatever.
Dad's too good, aye.
Dad's too good, so they want him to kill the best because.
He's the only
So
one
they,
that
they
can.
they all trick him and they fucking do this and all this. And then in the end, she gets like a little bit of fucking like, finds out it's all this a lie. And she finds out it's a lie and she goes, oh, that's not on. I better kill everybody now and set them free. And I'm like, hold on. I mean, what is your morals here? I don't know what your principles are in one way or another.
I think because she is beholden to the loom.
Yeah, but behold, right? Yeah, how fucking stupid do you have to be?
Right, it's
Right, so let's get into the loom because this is going to come up, right?
this is the point where the film turns to shit. Because up until now, it's just been a load of fucking assassins killing a load of folk. Right, a very very cool scene just before the loom, where he's been hired to kill who's clearly like a Russian or oligarch or arms dealer or something, driving alongside his limo. McAvoy tries to shoot him, realizes the guy's got bulletproof glass. The guy's almost laughing at him, and then he notices the cigar smoke coming out of the roof. So he goes, his sunroof's open.
He just goes, smoking's going to get him, and turns away. And just veers away.
Patience, that's the key. I may send him a box. So then he gets Angelina Jolie, who's driving like a fucking Lambo. He's driving just there's a standard car. He uses her car as a ramp. Doesn't see what annoys me is he doesn't even turn the wheel right. If that actually would, first of all, it wouldn't work because
Obviously.
all he would do was crash into her car and decapitate her. Right, that's all that would happen. Right.
Back in Morgan Freeman's. What have you done?
For some reason,
Foxy, try to put her head back on.
For some reason, he's driving the kind of car that an American dad would take his kids to on holiday in.
Yeah.
But then presses a button where it suddenly turns into fucking Eddie Guerrero's car, where it's doing that jumpy thing that fucking Latino gangsters have, right? He does that, uses her car as a ramp, somehow without turning the wheel, it directs the car to fucking flip over his, and his sunroof's open, right? And he turns around and kills the guy through the sunroof and then lands on the other side.
Yeah.
It's very cool, but fucking ridiculous.
The also thing he goes sorry, and he's doing it in slow motion. But the guy also in the car was also able to do slow motion.
Yeah.
Because he was just like,
Yeah.
You would never say what they're trying to say. You wouldn't be like, oh, there's your man, eh?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
just
exactly.
be like
yeah.
a fucking
Yeah. But so up until this point, it's just been a load of assassins killing folk.
yeah.
And you never never really know why. You just, at this point, you just assume, oh, well, someone's put a contract in these people. These are the best. That's it.
Yeah.
Then you find out that it's not for money that these people are being killed. It's fate is deciding that these people must be killed. And the way the universe lets Morgan Freeman know who should be killed is by basically fucking up the stitching on bed sheets. What? Like,
Because, like, there's a couple of things that do this kind of premise.
uh-huh.
You ever see Persons of Interest?
No.
That was a Jim Caviezel TV show.
Right.
It's great. Considering Jim's a fucking... Right? And then it's also like a code comes out
Right.
of like a computer and they work it out and it's prevent something before it happens crime-wise.
Right, okay.
So it's kind of similar, like, where's this fucking coming from? You know,
Right, okay.
Travelers does it too.
Right.
Not
But the gypsies.
Yeah, not that. Yes, that's why they'll never like have a house because they're ready to fight crime at any time.
They've got to be on the move.
They've got to be on the move. Travelers got to be on the move.
If there's one thing you can't have as an assassin, it's a fixed abode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so that's,
TV show Travelers does.
so
it.
fate has decided that, and that's literally how they do it. Morgan Freeman's like, come on over here, like, yeah.
I'll
And
show
he's
you.
like, for some reason, I'm the only one that can read this. And you can as well. You'll find that out later on. You can do it as well. But you see the stitching here. And I don't know what I don't know is, if this is the way, how do they know when to go? Because the thing never stops. The loom keeps stitching. So at what point do you go, do you have to watch the loom all day long?
Aye.
Or at what point of the sheet do you look at and go, and then he goes, see the stitch there? See how that's going over when it should go under? That's a sign. And then if it goes under where it should go over, so that's a 1 and that's a 0. So it's binary.
Yeah.
And then if you count all these binary bits up, it'll spell out a name.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's so stupid.
What? This is it. Like, and you're like, so why?
Couldn't have sent a letter just?
Also, why are you trusting this fucking loom?
Yeah.
Like, what if? So no.
What if it was a guy just underneath the floor
Aye.
Just writing Muslim names.
Exactly. Aye. Imagine, yeah.
Everyone's Muslim. I don't
Do you
know.
never question the loom? Do you like go Dunblane? What?
Dunblane.
Jesus, what the fuck have these kids done? This is Jesus, loom. Fucking calm down. Like the loom's having a bad day.
Oh, it's so funny. Jeffrey Epstein.
the loom's get caught up in traffic on his way to work. They fucking pricks. I'll fucking
Jeremy Vine. Wankers cut in front of me. Trying to get me cancelled. No, that's so fucking right. The Fruit of the Loom thing's absolutely. I said Fruit of the Loom. That was quite funny though when he ran in. You know, at the end he runs into the actual place and starts shooting everyone that works there.
Yeah.
But it'd be funny if that was an actual. He went into the wrong place.
Also,
Just firing up.
this does seem to be a working fabrics factory.
Yes.
Right, because Morgan Freeman at one point is going around like the foreman, telling him to fix machines and shit, and it's pumping stuff out. Are all these people assassins?
Well, you'd hope so because he was sitting there trying to catch a thing in the middle. They're like, "Why is that weird guy?"
Aye.
Oh no, yeah, they are because
So they're all assassins, but also can
Weavers.
make jumpers. What the fuck? Like, so what skill did they were they assassins? Very much like the Armageddon. Did they get cracking assassins to learn how to stitch, or did they get really good seamstresses and teach them how to bend bullets?
if you can fucking stitch a jumper, you can rip a head off an oligarch.
It's like the Navy adverts.
Yeah, if you yeah, that's great. Yeah,
If you can make a pillowcase, you can kill a man.
imagine how unbelievable Chinese children would be as assassins. Then just gonna
It's so
factory in Singapore, you've got yourself a fucking army.
It's just, and then when you got to the bending physics,
Like, do you know, right? There's obviously you see the mad shit at the start. I forgot the part where I really liked the car that Angelina Jolie was in at the start. That sounded unreal. That red one.
that was cool.
When when she did that thing where she collects him, that was pretty funny.
She's got the door open.
I actually forgot about that when it started and she was lining it up. I went, oh, I remember this. I remember this.
Would work. He would be crippled.
That would be so funny.
He would never walk again.
It would just be no head, no legs, and just a corpse lying splattered at her car door side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Head and legs left and then just this fucking twitching thing in the car seat.
on the Fonzie Morgan. I fucked it, Morgan. Oh, I misjudged it. I misjudged it so bad.
You do that fucking skid thing again.
It's never worked once.
Skid this motherfucker.
It's so bad. Yeah.
And so like Morgan, so the whole point is, and I never really know. See if you're that good an assassin, why are you constantly getting yourself in situations where you have to bend bullets? Like,
usually
just take a step to the right.
Yeah.
Rather than shooting it round the corner, just step out and like.
Yeah.
I get what
it's worked for everything.
It might be useful sometimes, but what's more useful is the fact that they can block bullets by another bullet.
Yeah,
that's handy.
Yeah.
The bending thing, and he says, "Yeah, you've got this ability to bend bullets," and he's like that. If someone never told you that bullets travelled in a straight line, would you believe them? And you go, well, yeah, because physics. That's not. You can't.
Yeah. Would you believe it? Yeah.
You can't. I don't care how fast your heartbeat can go. You can't bend the laws of physics. It doesn't matter if you flick your wrist. The bullet's still going in a fucking straight line.
Yeah. The only law I follow was Boyle's law. Murphy's law.
Murphy's law. The only law I follow is coleslaw.
That's fuck off. The only law I follow. Just the fat cut. That's so fucking good. The only law I follow is coleslaw.
And see when they try to train him and he keeps whipping it round this pig's carcass. Again, like this fucking weaver, this fabric. They've got a fabric factory, right? That's presumably pumping shit out to Primark every week, right? But also in it has some kind of butchery.
Hey, what's he doing? That's right. I never put that together.
There's a big Hungarian fucker that's a butcher.
who can block bullets with knives.
With knives. The knives never really get used. Why does he need... If he's an assassin that can bend bullets, why does he need the fucking knife skills?
Yeah. There's no real point in skinning the thing if you're just going to be firing bullets at it.
But he never kills anyone with a knife. So
No.
there's no need to... and then, for some reason... There's a guy there that's called the Repairman, and the Repairman's only job seems to be to beat the living shit out of McAvoy. He doesn't have any other skills other than tying someone to a chair and punching the fuck out of them.
We haven't also got to the cum baths. The cum baths. I know cum was good for the skin, but I know we could heal bullet wounds in 4 hours.
Hot semen that they made in.
A hot semen bath.
And then that makes him like Wolverine, where they can... Like he gets the living shit kicked out of him and then dips himself in a load of cum.
Yeah.
And then...
Do you reckon, like, if they're so good in, for the good of Earth and protecting things, you would have given that to, like, cancer patients and stuff?
Jessica.
By the way, we've got a bath that can heal. What? Well, like, if they're so, like, this is for fate and the good of humanity, you think they'd be like, well, some of these skills might be massively useful in the not having innocent people die.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're also going, I'm assuming this is a world, right? So if the Weavers, right, and fate has been ordering the assassination of evil people, I'm assuming this is still a world where shit's gone down. Yeah. So what? This is when I don't trust the Loom. What did the Loom never think?
Bin Laden?
Hitler.
Yeah,
Bin Laden,
Hitler.
Yeah. You go, no. We'll get to Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, there's a guy in an office.
Yeah.
Not going to say, but he's been dipping his hand in the old till. So if you have a look at he's not declared all his tax this year. So
he's sure not Goebbels. Nope. The CFO of Folens.
Yeah.
Actually, I said Folens, but that would actually be a good one. Folens, you know Folens? They make like books. And
No.
They make like stationery for kids. Like Folens books.
All right.
Said, but he was a Nazi.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Irish as well?
I think he actually was. Like, I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah.
Yeah, the clues are all there.
The clues are all there.
Evidence is stacking up.
Cash in hand gas guys.
So, Genghis Khan. Well,
That's right.
We'll get to Genghis Khan, but look at this stack of parking tickets this guy's got.
Send the world's deadliest assassin. It's the fact that they have to know so much of this stuff to really, like, just do basic assassin work.
Send the world's deadly assassin to kill someone who's been illegally streaming Brentford v Brighton.
Fucking Angelina Jolie come in, lobbing your head off. Finally.
But see with the cum baths, right? If they heal wounds...
People don't know what we're talking about, there is just a scene where they sit in what it looks like cum.
Yeah,
and
but
it
I think it's wax. I think it's candle wax. I think they put them in hot wax, and then the wax... They put them in hot cum, and then the hot cum hardens over them.
Yeah.
And then as they break out, they have been completely...
Have you ever done that?
What?
Had a bath, blew your
In my
load,
cum?
Waking up just completely...
I've come in the bath before.
No, but
I mean,
have you? Yeah, out from the outside and
yeah,
just
you watch it
while the kids were in there.
You watch it go to the wee drain bit.
Oh God!
If you never sat in the bath and come and plucked a pube out and raced them to the plug. Get the family in a gamble. Get the boys round. Everyone's round the bath.
Puke. Oh, it's fucking horrific. Oh, Jesus
Offering
Christ.
odds up on yourself. People asking you what you've been eating that day.
Well, I read that the cum travels 92 miles an hour, so I'm definitely betting on that. They're like, no, that's from the thing.
What a horrific... If cum did, like you say, if cum did heal people, imagine the children's hospital. Just be the most awkward thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Any comes.
they'd be like, Riley Reid lives to 200 years old.
But yeah, the cum bath doesn't... That means there's no real jeopardy with... So when he can't bend the bullet, they're like, his mind's not in it. Obviously, he doesn't care about this pig's carcass. So Angelina goes, why don't I stand in the way of the bullet? And then he obviously fancies me, and he cares about me, so he'll bend it round me. But he's almost getting it round the pig's carcass. So I reckon at worst, he'd graze her cheek, and then she just goes in the cum bath.
Yeah.
Cheeks fixed. So he's not going to hit her straight on it. There's no jeopardy. Annoyed me.
Do you reckon if he need to use it for other things like personal life stuff? He's running in, he's like, Morgan, I don't know what his name is again. Morgan, I've snapped my banjo string. Snap it. I need to get in the fucking
Get the
back.
Russian guy.
Get the
Draw you a comeback.
You need to draw me a comeback. Oh yeah, that's it. Angelina Jolie's. I'm after taking on the entire All Blacks team. Is there any chance you could run the comeback? Sounds like you've already been in one.
There's three other things that annoy me, and then I'll tell you this, right? So the characters, I couldn't find any facts in this that were in any way interesting whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right? So, do you want to? Right. So, like I said, the comic is so ridiculously different to this.
Okay, right.
It's incredible. Do you want to hear 3 of the most mental comic book characters that are in the Wanted comic book series
Give me it.
you've ever heard? Right, I'll do them from 3 to 1.
Okay.
Right? So 3 being the least mental, 1 is fucking incredible. Right?
Yeah.
There's a guy in it called Johnny Two Dicks.
Johnny Two Dicks.
Johnny Two Dicks. Johnny Two Dicks was a henchman of Mr. Rictus in Wanted. He had no superpowers other than having 2 penises, one of which talked to him.
Why does only one talk to him? And also, is it side by side or is it up? Or is it up or down?
I don't know. There's just a picture of the dick saying, "Fuck you, cocksucker. You take that fucking crowbar and kill this motherfucker. I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you myself." That's the dick saying that.
What the fuck?
Right, that's the third most mental one.
I can't. That's the most.
The second most mental. A guy called Fuckwit. Fuckwit was the result. Johnny Two Dicks kills Fuckwit.
Oh my god.
Fuckwit was the result of a failed genetic experiment by the professor. Originally, Fuckwit was meant to act as an absolute equal to the world's greatest superhero at the time. Instead, he became the physical equivalent of Superman, but the mental equivalent of an infant.
Oh my god.
He is the only superhero that has Down syndrome.
How fucking harsh is it to have a Down syndrome superhero and call him Fuckwit? Fuckwit. Oh, I don't know what to call this. Oh, Downs. That's so like that. That's so fuckwit. I can't believe they would call it fuckwit.
This is the best one, right?
Oh, I don't even know if you. I didn't think you could have.
That's what it's called. Shithead. Shithead is an enemy of the fraternity. He is an abomination made out of feces. That gets worse. He is a horrible creature, and no one knows how he came to be. Some say he was formed in the sewers. Others say he was the result of a mystic spell that backfired, or perhaps gone horribly wrong. But regardless of how he was created, he is 100% excrement, and was made from the feces of the 666 evilest people who ever lived. There's a bit of Hitler, a touch of Ed Gein, and half a pound of Jeffrey Dahmer. He's a guy made from Hitler's shit. What a mental comic, Mark Miller. You fucking deadly bastard.
That's so funny. Why are none of them in the film now?
Johnny Two Dicks.
Johnny Two Dicks. Imagine a class he'd be at shagging. One up the arse, one in the fanny.
Oh, God.
Get double penetrated by
Come
one.
on, Johnny Two Dicks.
Yeah. He moved on from Chris Pratt. Johnny Two Dicks is in time.
Give me a drink, fuckwit.
By the way, there's a couple of things I'll run through, right? A couple of bullet points.
Yeah.
Right, that annoyed me. Number one, did he rig... Right, so there's a scene where he gets rats to blow
So
up the whole
stupid.
plate, right? Did he catch all these rats with peanut butter?
Yes.
And did he sat for how long rigging every single rat with bombs?
Must have taken... It doesn't even... You couldn't possibly... There's like 1,000 rats.
Yeah.
All with tiny wristwatch bombs around them.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get a rat to sit that long. It would take months. Months.
Yeah.
And also, see if somebody goes in, right, and buys the entire stock of anything in a supermarket, somebody's having a word.
Yeah. What's this for?
I reckon you could go in and buy 6 jars of peanut butter and folk about that. That a guy either loves peanut butter or he's got folk coming round and peanut butter's on the menu.
Yeah.
If you go in and buy 800 jars of peanut butter, a manager's coming across and going, everyone all right, mate? Do you want to talk about this, or are we
Just peanut butter.
fucking mental?
Yeah. Did you see that guy, by the way, that's been going around to like, he goes into restaurants and like, can I buy 100 burgers, please?
Well, then he gives them the
Homeless. But what happens is now he's become so famous at it that every place has to now really put it up for free.
Aye.
The manager comes out and goes, I'll give it for free, because they can't now be the place that this
absolutely,
this
yeah.
cunt will come in now,
Yeah.
and all these businesses are like, oh,
gives everybody the day off after
fucking
that. Yeah.
ruined.
I know.
This
I know.
guy's going to
I saw him do it with a florist, where he said, "I'll take. Can I get 600 roses, red roses?" And she was like, "I don't have." And he was like, "How many have you got?" And she's got, "Well, I've got like 60." He's like, "I'll take all 60. How much would that be?" And it's then, and she you can see her gleaming up and going, "What about fucking?" About 10 quid a rose here, so yeah, absolutely, it's 600 quid. And then he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and give them to people at the care home." And you can see the light go from their eyes and go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, that's literally me out of stock."
Yeah.
For the entire day,
yeah. Oh, right. Well,
That's
I'm
brilliant.
sure they'll be delighted with your fucking
That's
rose, by the way.
absolutely fucking excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a fucking joke now, because you see them like, manager has to come out and go like, yeah, we'll put them up then. Yeah, you can have it for the fucking homeless. You're like, oh, it's a nice thing you're doing.
Aye.
The guy probably has no money.
Yeah.
Nah,
I hope you give me a burger tomorrow when I'm now also homeless because you have ruined my business. You virtuous prick.
I'd fucking die laughing. I'd love to redo one where like the manager comes out, you're giving these to the homeless. Like, why don't you fuck yourself? Manager's like, get out of here, you fucking dickhead. Go to McDonald's.
I'm going to
Go to fucking
I'm going to go into Boots and go, how many condoms you got in here? I'm going to go and fuck the homeless. I'm going to a care home and I'm going to fuck every old person in the care home, and I don't want to get any diseases that they may have.
I'm going to start with the staff, but I don't need condoms for them.
I don't want to catch dementia, so I'm going to double bag with every one of these old cunts.
Double back. Oh, God. Oh, that's so funny. Another thing, right, is again, this is about this greater good thing, the fate of blah, blah, blah. But he looked like he probably killed about 200-300 people on that train.
Oh,
So, like, it was like, oh, it's for the greater good thing. Like, but he killed like 300 innocent people. I presume all their names didn't come up to them.
Yeah.
By the way, every passenger on the A14, like, thank God it wasn't like an Indian train.
Today, 1 million people died.
A train crash.
When a train crashed in Mumbai. India's population halved overnight by one train crash.
So funny. We're getting into what many would call racist territory now, where it'd be running. They couldn't run across the roof; they're stepping over people.
But I did think that, because that's a lot of carriages that.
But
it's just normal people just going about their business.
They were all
in a
screaming
train
like,
in
"Oh my
Switzerland."
God, somebody's pulled a gun on me!"
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And it pretty much all fell down the valley.
And did you also notice the bit where, because that's so fucking stupid, that bit where he's like that, "I'm your dad," so he shoots him anyway. And I think you would question it. You'd be like going, "This guy's trying to kill me. Why is he pulling me back into the train? Maybe I'll hear this guy out. I'll keep my gun on him, obviously, but I'll let him pick me up first. I won't shoot him immediately."
Yeah.
And then when Angelina and McAvoy's like, "Is it true?" And Angelina Jolie's like that, "Yeah. And also, I'm going to kill you now as well." Then he shoots the glass that they've been being held up by. And then did you see, for a while, he surfs with his dad.
He surfs his dead dad.
He uses it as a surfboard.
But also, because she's so quick and can slow down time, surely she would just go like, and while he's falling, she just goes.
Also, how
It's just a dead body surfing on another dead body.
how did she survive everything?
She just comes out of the toilet.
I thought she was way down the train. She crashes her car into the train.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's a mad film.
You'd be immediately getting it on a delay repay. if a car came through your train carriage window, you fucking...
I'm pretty sure.
Fucking British
I don't
record.
want to be ridiculous, but I think it was Angelina Jolie. Anyway, fuck that. Let me see. One of the other two things I had a problem with is that you remember the part when she was hanging out the window of the car, you know, and he was looking up her fanny while he was driving. That would have been great because one part she goes, "Where are you? Where are we?" And he's probably like, "I think we're in a fish market, love."
Do you know what I'd love, right? See, rather than the way he blew up the textile factory at the end, rather than finding his dad's plans for it all, which is ridiculous. That you're the best assassin in the world, but this is the only way you can take these people down.
Yeah,
Right? By these tiny mechanical bombs, these tiny creature bombs. If someone had come up to him and said, "Where did you get the idea for the rat?" and it just flashed back to him looking at her fanny.
Ratalina Jolie. do you know there's another thing that was pretty mad that kind of doesn't give away a thing, right? But so they save him from his father the first time they meet in that shop, and Angelina Jolie and all this, and he's like, "This guy's going to thing. This guy's come to kill you. Here, come back." And then they just let him go to work the next day.
Yeah.
You would just shoot him the next day. Like, oh great, he's back at work.
Yeah, and why did you take him back to his house?
Yeah. Of all places.
Why return him?
Yeah.
And how does he get back from the ravine that he's fallen down? Because it seems to be the Loom Master, who's General Zod from Superman 2. He's an old man, Terrence Stamp, right?
Yeah.
Has he traversed down this ravine, then carried him up, right, and then flown him back from Switzerland to Chicago, all the while he's been passed out, then stuck him in his own cum bath in his own apartment? Like, how the fuck has he got back? Nobody's letting you on a plane with a fucking passed out James McAvoy.
That's
clearly
right.
been involved in what I assume is now on the news as one of the most horrific train crashes in history because half of India's died.
It's so fucking stupid. Do you know as well? Like yeah, because that part was stupid. My other one was just my only other point. I actually would really appreciate it if ATMs did give you brutal advice on your thing. Like you fucking like, you've got $12.97 in your account. You're like, you fucking idiot. What age are you? Oh, let me pull that up. You're like 34.
Yeah.
Get your fucking shit together, bald freak. And I'm like, all right, just come on. Royal Bank of Scotland.
Yeah. You have £12 in your account, which if you put any inches, is still 10 more inches in your dick. You piece of shit.
Oh, $12.97. Here's some fucking nooses nearby that are within your price range. You fucking freak. Really, all right.
Yeah, and the only thing another thing, because you covered the rat's ridiculous ending. The only other thing really annoyed me was the last line where McAvoy shoots. So he shoots. So for some reason, Morgan Freeman, who has been managing to manipulate the Loom for his own gains, right, and basically controlling the world at this point by deciding, playing God, deciding who, but then is stupid enough to think that McAvoy would return to his office job that he hated, tracks him down there, turns him round. It's a guy that doesn't look anything like McAvoy.
Who's he?
How do you get this guy to agree?
20 quid.
Yeah.
Now the guy's head will explode because I snipe him from 4.5 miles away.
Yeah. Are you definitely going to make this 4.5 mile shot? Trust me, it'll be fine.
I want you to look him in the eyes, right? And I want you to look down because I've crudely drawn another
X and post-it notes. Yeah, make sure you put the X. But it needs to be post-it notes.
And he shoots through 4 car windows.
Yeah.
And apparently Janet's bagel. Fuck off.
But then
Chris Pratt's beer.
McAvoy looks at the camera and goes, "What the fuck have you done with your life lately?" And you go, "What, is that the only choices? like being a piece of shit in an office or being an assassin. I tell you what I've not done. I've not killed 60,000 people in a fucking train because I'm too stupid to realise who my dad is. That's what I've not done. I've not. I've not destroyed families because my stupid bitch girlfriend drove a car into their fucking train carriage. That's what I've not done, James.
Do you know, I couldn't get on the thing. This is what I'm talking about. James McAvoy, I think, is pretty much incapable of being cool. Right. And that's why he's good, right? The coolest I can think about him was Atomic Blonde in some way, right? But he's not a cool guy. Yeah. So when they tried to do the transformation of him being a cool guy, it came across like Tobey Maguire being the bad guy, bad
Spider-Man, yeah.
Where you're just like, man, you're a Weasley freak.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, that's part where, Angelina Jolie kisses him and then Chris Pratt, who again's got his nose caved in, goes, "You're the man." And I'm like, fucking shut up. Man. Yeah, what the fuck have you done with your life? Yeah. I'm like, that wasn't cool. Yeah. That was the least cool thing I've ever seen.
It was.
It's possibly the least cool thing of the whole film.
Yeah, and also, like, let's not pretend your life's fucking class now.
It would be great if you turn around and they came in and he actually had shot a random black guy. It wasn't Morgan Freeman. And then he looks down and he's on the toilet with a sniper and there's an X on his.
It was Lawrence Fishburne. But let's not. What is his life now? Because he's not part of the fraternity anymore. They've taken all the money away. He's got nothing left in his account. He's destroyed the fucking loom. The loom's blown up now, so there is no loom anymore. So you're just as much of a piece of shit as me, McAvoy.
Yeah. What's it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, what the fuck are you going to do with your life now?
You fucking weirdo.
Piece of shit.
Well, you're now just going to do Killing for Money, which was Morgan Freeman's.
What, be class at paintball? Is that what you're going to do? Aye? Round trees?
He'd be back in there asking for his fucking job back. Do you know as well, like, so the scene, what it is, they find out that everybody who's been on the fucking list and he's been manipulating it. And Angelina Jolie decides to shoot Common in the head.
I forgot Common was even in there.
Yeah, so she shoots Common in the head. He's only in assassin movies, by the way.
Yeah. What else has he been? So he's in John Wick.
Smoking Aces?
Aye.
Smoking Aces.
Have we watched a film with Common in it so far? I can't remember if we have. We've definitely not.
So. I don't think so. He might he's in a lot of things that might turn up, but I don't think so. So she shoots a bullet around a perfectly circular room, which was handy. Oh. And so the thing is, she flicks the gun to him, and then the bullet comes around and hits her. Yeah. But really, not number one, it looked like she could dodge it. And number two, if you're saying it's fast enough, you couldn't dodge it, then you couldn't be able to throw a gun.
That's true.
It's like.
And also, why is
fucking stupid?
Why is her skull the only one that stops it? Is her skull harder than everyone else's? Because it goes through everyone else's like fucking.
Jolie does look like she's got a hard skull, though.
Like, anyway, I'm just looking at.
He's such a prick too. You know, even when he's like a loser, you know, when he's sitting there going like, "Oh, my fucking." She doesn't say bulimic, my my fucking, what is it, anorexic fucking boss, and then it's like his fat boss, and you're just like, right, you're a prick as well, though, I think.
Aye.
He was a prick the whole way through, essentially.
He was a prick all the way through.
He just became a prick to an uncool prick.
Most of them are pricks in this film.
Yeah.
I can't think of any person that isn't a prick in this film, actually.
In fairness, yeah. I don't know who that older guy was. The only guy, by the way, the guy who was trying to shoot all the rats that all had bombs on them. You know that guy?
Yeah. The Russian guy
real smart.
as well. What the fuck? What was his job? Was he just a rat guy?
Yeah,
he was a guy. Well, he was the guy that ran the Cumbass.
Cumbass.
So he was the Cumbass.
He
runner.
died.
Yeah.
But
mental film. I mean, fucking entertaining. Like,
yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah.
I've just found the best Arnie quote.
Oh, great! We'll finish on an Arnie quote.
Come in me if you want to live. Come on, Chris. Come in my ass if you want to live.
Pumping iron.
Pumping iron. On my back.
Oh.
Oh, Christ. There's so many. Oh.
Put that cookie down. No. And fuck me, Chris.
Right.
Well, we have questions for the Wanted over in the Discord. So
good.
So go onto the Patreon.
Good.
Usual shite. We're on Patreon. Episode every week. Extra. So come do that.
Yeah, message us if you want. If you've got any more Arnie quotes that I can do next week
About
about
coming.
him, about Chris Pratt, fucking Schwarzenegger. Next week, I'm very excited because we are doing one of my favourite films of all time and one of Ryan's most hated films of all time. We are doing The Wolf of Wall Street next week. So
You told me
I'm
because
so happy.
we have to like plan ahead the next few weeks because you're on holiday. So I know that we're doing Wolf of Wall Street,
Yeah.
and
I'll be
it's going to be a good episode.
I'll be amazed. I cannot wait to see what your fucking problem is with this film.
Nah, I have so many. I
Because
have multiple problems with this.
I adore it, and I'm very much looking forward to watching it. I've watched it already about 3 times this year anyway,
Okay.
but I love it. I
Yeah.
think it's excellent.
Nah.
I think it's not as good as Goodfellas, obviously.
Fucking. It's not even it's
might-
not as good as fucking Street Fighter.
It might be Scorsese's second best film.
I feel
For me.
sick.
I think it might.
I feel
be.
sick.
I think it's
I
better.
prefer,
I think it's better than
After
Departed.
Hours than fucking Wall Street.
I think it's better than Casino.
Oh Jesus!
It's awesome.
I feel sick.
It's awesome.
Oh fucking hell, Christ!
So if you want to see 2 people fall out,
Oh,
next
it's
week,
going to be that's going to be a good one. I'm going to
Gonna
be
be
ranting
epic.
during Wolf of Wall Street heavily. Fucking
other stuff. I'm going to be putting out the poster for my tour with all the dates that have now all been sorted out this week
yes.
at some point. So and all the links will be down on the description. So it'll be class to see you all. I was going to give a Patreon exclusive sale, but
But you know,
I
actually,
don't think I need to.
yeah.
No,
No,
it can make that much of a fucking difference.
yeah, I don't think a thing, but do keep pushing the Patreon and
Yeah.
stuff like that. We actually have more plans of the Patreon. Mark's going on holiday.
Yeah.
We're going to do like a film pretty much every month,
Yeah.
kind of, like
Yeah.
on the Patreon.
Because we're nearly at 100 episodes, and after 100 episodes, the podcast are going into a revamp,
Yeah.
which is going to be much bigger.
Yeah, we're going to try and push it to make it, first of all, feasible. I mean, that's why we're pushing the
Yeah.
fucking thing. So
Yeah.
we're going to keep trying that. Again, keep trying to. I think a lot of people as well go like movie podcast. Don't see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we may need to push that out. But like, you need
don't
to have
have
seen
to.
fuck all.
No.
Like, we're not actually watching 28 years later. Like,
No, all you need to know is Schwarzenegger quotes.
yeah.
That's all. As long as you know at least 30 Schwarzenegger quotes that can be
Yeah.
then sexualized and made into a homoerotic fan fiction, and that's all we ask for.
Yeah, so we got some more plans about that, especially pumping up that Patreon for reasons. We've got some for the 100 and all that. We have Wolf of Wall Street next week.
Yep, gonna be good.
We're playing golf before it.
We're playing golf. I'm trying to figure out a way if we can do some kind of Patreon thing with golf, but leave that with me.
Okay,
I will think about it.
right, sweet.
So until next week.
Hasta la vista, Chrissy.